Hi, Jake with Diode Dynamics. Today in the garage, we're going to be showing you the simple installation procedures for our new SS3 LED Pods in the fog light location on the 2008 to 2018 Jeep JK Wrangler. To do this, we're going to be using our Type M fog light brackets, which make this a plug-and-play, bolt-in installation. Install only requires a few basic hand tools, so let's get started. Now, before we get started installing the pods onto the Jeep itself, we're actually going to mount these brackets. Now, when mounting your pods onto the brackets, you actually want to leave them a little bit loose. You're not going to fully tighten down the pod to the bracket until it's installed on the Jeep. Now, to get started, we recommend taking your nut and mounting the flat side of the nut towards the outside of the pod. So you're simply going to drop that in, like so. Then we're going to take our bolt and slide that washer down over it before we attach our bracket. Then again, we're going to loosely thread that bolt in. Now repeat the same step on the other side. Take that washer, slide it down over the bolt. We're just going to get this hand tight. All right, with our bracket loosely on there, we can repeat the same steps on the other pod. All right, with our brackets loosely mounted on the pods, we can go ahead and get started with the installation in the Jeep bumper. To install our SS3 Pod fog lights on the JK bumper, you're actually going to remove this entire plastic splash guard underneath. To get this loose, you're going to remove 4 plastic rivets from the front side using a plastic trim removal tool. Then there's 2 more plastic rivets, one on either side, that are actually up and behind that you'll use the same tool to remove. Reach back behind on the left side and then again on the right side to finalize your removal of this plastic splash guard. Now, to access the fog lights on the 2008 to 2018 Jeep JK, you're actually going to be removing 2 5/8 bolts from either side of the sway bar. That'll allow the sway bar to drop down and you can pull out those factory fog light housings. To remove your factory fog light housing, you're actually going to crawl up underneath the Jeep and go back behind the bumper to access 4 Phillips head screws. You can use a simple handheld screwdriver to pull them out, although we do recommend scooting a bit further back closer to the differential to gain access to those 4 screws. Once those are removed, you can unplug the factory harness and pull the entire housing out. Now, before installing the SS3, we're going to do a test fitting to make sure the bracket is positioned properly and the fog light is aimed correctly. Once we're happy with where the bracket sits, we're going to tighten down the bracket to the fog light housing. Then with the bracket secured, go ahead and install the supplied harness to the factory fog light harness. Then attach the other connector to the fog light itself. With the harness installed, go ahead and repeat all these same steps on the other side to finalize your installation. With everything installed, go ahead and test for function. Once you're sure that your pods are functioning correctly, go ahead and reattach the sway bar and then reinstall the splash guard to finalize your installation. With our new SS3s installed, we not only have more light output than anything offered from the factory, this is a significant step up in focused light output over any other LED fog light kit on the market. The SS3 Pod Fog Light Kit is available in your choice of 2 SAE-compliant patterns. There's an SAE-compliant fog as well as an SAE-compliant driving pattern that you can select from. In addition to that, the SS3 is available in a 6000K cool white as well as a unique 3000K selective yellow. For more information on our SS3 Fog Light kits, click the link below or use our dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.